We had one person who asked, they meditate, and when they meditate, they feel very peaceful and calm, but then that goes away very quickly and they find themselves trapped back into worry, stress, this kind of thing. So are there any tips for how to make that peace and that calm last longer from doing spiritual practices?
Okay. Yeah, meditation. Usually we do I'm from Vajrayana, and then Vajrayana, Nima tradition, Nima also Dzogchen, the great profession tradition. So we do we don't do that meditations very beginning. We beginning time, first what we have to have, renunciation mind. Then after the 420 mind, then after that, we do 5 foundations. Then we do the samadhi, then start to meditation, the samadhi, and then vipassana. Vipassana is that recognize your ripa, recognize your ripa. Once you recognize your ripa, then you meditate. You meditate and you meditate you meditate every day. Of course, it's a beginner. That place also very helpful, very quiet place, and a very natural those area or mountain or maybe a lot of trees. Very helpful. Isolated place is a very helpful. And also even you don't have that kind of the condition. You stay in a city, you also can close the door, and then you can do meditate. Yeah, meditation sometimes if a good mood or maybe very smooth, sometimes it doesn't smooth. Sorry, it doesn't smooth, then have to do continuously. Meditation, the Buddhism meditation is what? First, we have to find the direction. We don't direction. Usually we do like a free meditation. They don't have direction. Just sit there, relax, listen the musics. Maybe some of them, they burn the incense, very nice smell. That's all. But it also helps to you calm down for a while. Just now what you say, maybe like for a day, maybe 2-3 days, or maybe 3 hours, but then come back again. So the true meditation or real meditation is what? First, you have to understand about the wisdom to find the direction. Then you meditate. Then it doesn't lose. Or maybe sometimes it's easy to lose, but then do it continuously, then you are really expert. You become professional. We talk about emptiness, like Mahayana, and also even though Mahayana, then we have Sutrayana, Tantrayana. The Sutrayana, they practice about the emptiness, right? And talk about emptiness. Then the Vajrayana, the Tantrayana, Vajrayana, and special for the Hatha Yoga or maybe Dzogchen. Then they talk about the Rigpa, and then they talk about Dzogchen. Also kind of emptiness. It's the same meaning, that Buddha nature mind. Right now we are in diluted world. Relative truth. It's called a relative truth. 2 truths. There's 2 truths. Just now I mentioned about the 4 noble truths. Suffering and cause of suffering. included in a relative truth, so-called the relative samsara. This samsara comes from where this samsara is a suffering. The suffering comes from where? Then cause of suffering. So samsara got cause and condition. Cause is what? That suffering, cause of the suffering, and then that makes suffering. And then you purify that cause of the suffering. How to purify? Then absolutely true. Also cause and condition. Cause is what? Past. And condition is what? Sensation. Sensation. So there's a path to walk on, practice on. Then you can reach that end. Destination is called a cessation. Cessation means there's an end of the suffering. So if you don't want suffering, then how are you going to do that? Then you walk on the path to reach the end or toppers. That is the end of the suffering. It's called the absolutely true. Actually, absolutely true way, then there's no sufferings. So once we meditate, we have to have a, once you wanted to shoot, you have to have a target. If you don't have target, you just like simply shoot it. So very dangerous. But so you have to have a target. Meditate, you also have to have a target. Otherwise, sometimes meditate, get crazy. So you have to have a target. So usually we do that samadhi meditations. You can meditate on a statue. You can meditate on a tanka, Buddha statues. Look at the Buddha statues, then just constitute. But then vipassana, then you have to understand about that absolutely true emptiness, or we call the Rigpa, the Buddha nature mind. Once you understood about that Buddha nature mind, and then you meditate on continuously, you meditate. One day you really can make it. That means awaking. Once you are waking, then 3 poisons, 5 poisons are disappear. It's called purification, purified. That is the antidote of that, the 3 poisons or 5 poisons. Wisdom too. Then that becomes a forever. Then never come back again. Never come back. Otherwise, we be patient. Somebody make us very angry. We be patient. Maybe 1 week we can be patient. 1 month we can be patient. Then 21 day, the first day, then we get angry. So limited. Those are limited. Just like a volcano, right? Volcano, they have maybe the limited the years. We also patient have also limited. If they're too much, we can be patient. If that somebody is too much, sometimes we cannot be patient because we don't still not yet realize, not yet awakening, not yet fully understood about emptiness. Yeah. So the meditation, the point is a meditation. Meditation, you can do that meditation. Sometimes a simple meditation, look at the statue, this and that. That goes up and down. So continuously do it as a very good. But then the genuine or true meditation, then you are understood. First researching emptiness, and then after that you understood about emptiness, then you do it again and again on the emptiness. Then one day, if you can wake up, if you can, awaking, then that is the right one. That is the most stabilizing. Never decrease, always increase.